Let me ask you a quick question. How many of you have ever bought something because of an Instagram or a TikTok ad? Well, I would say I have. Did I need this hydro jug? Absolutely not. But did I get influenced to buy it? Yeah. So, most of us scroll through social media every day, but behind those ads are professionals who study what consumers like, when they shop, and what influences their decisions. That is the work of a market research analyst. Hi, I am Mahasha. I am a market research analyst at Ewok Advertising, and I am also the board member of American Marketing Association. I started working as a marketing intern 5 years ago, and then I got promoted to my now job as a market research analyst. Today, you will learn about your options as a marketing major and understand all the career opportunities that this industry has to offer, and whether the salary package offered meets your expectations or not. Today, I will be comparing and contrasting my now job as a market research analyst with my prior job as a budget analyst using four criteria: yearly salary, job outlook, professional advancement, and work life balance. So, market research analyst evaluates market trends and consumer patterns, and this is done amongst various markets, including the competitors, to project sales of a product and then utilize that information to design a marketing strategy around it. The yearly salary, I would say, for this job is pretty decent. The median yearly salary in Florida for a market research analyst is about $75,450, and in the US overall, it is $78,760. Now, moving on to job outlook. I'm sure if you are looking into a market research analyst, you would want to know what are your chances of growth in this industry. So, according to research, the projected growth of market research analyst role is 23% in Florida, and this was accounted from the years 2022 to 2032, and in the US it is 7% from the years 2024 to 2034. If you start working as a market research analyst, you can advance into roles like marketing manager and senior market research analyst. These are all leadership roles that you can lead up to with experience, meaning the longer you work in this field, there is a higher chance of you getting promoted to a leadership role. And of course, as you get promoted, you get offered a pretty decent salary package. Now, moving on to the work-life balance as a market research analyst. So while a market research analyst calls for standard full-time working hours, which is about 40 hours per week, it may require extra hours during busy projects or deadlines, but if you're somebody who can manage to meet deadlines, you will do good. Now, moving on to my prior role as a budget analyst. So a budget analyst's job is to assess budget proposals and organization spending patterns, and then utilize that information to strategically allocate financial resources for the business's future needs. The yearly salary for this job is pretty good. The median yearly salary in Florida for a budget analyst is about $84,170, and in the US it is about $94,640. Moving on to the growth of this role. The research shows the projected growth for a budget analyst in Florida is about 12% from the years 2022 to 2032. And in the US, however, it is only 1% from the years 2024 to 2034. Now moving on to what roles you can advance to. If you're working as a budget analyst, you can go into roles like financial manager, credit analyst, and treasurers. Um, However, the work-life balance as a budget analyst is a little tricky to handle. While this job also offers standard working hours, which is about 40 hours per week, but this role can be very demanding during times of final budget closures when strict timelines have to be followed no matter what. So work life can be challenging during budget deadlines. Now moving on to the comparison and contrast between both the jobs. I would say that market research analyst and budget analyst, both job titles require analyzing and interpreting data, meaning for both jobs, data has to be evaluated from massive data sets to form strategic business decisions. Market research analysts maintain a work-life harmony with very few extra hours. However, budget analyst struggles with work-life balance, but it also offers the best yearly salary. So if you're looking for a job that offers the best yearly salary, then budget analyst is the job for you. However, if you are looking for a job that has the best job outlook, meaning getting into a role that offers better growth over the years, then market research analyst is the job that is recommended for you. So if your focus is towards excelling as a market research analyst, I would say stay eager to learn and wonder and question outcomes initiated by other people's thought processes. I would really suggest that you work on strengthening logical reasoning and critical evaluation, as well as gain expertise in Microsoft tools like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and also look into learning about data visualization softwares. Demonstrating skills through real market research projects is another key takeaway, because the ability to demonstrate these skills on your resume through actual projects that you've worked on is what presents you as a valuable asset. It is what sets you apart from your competitors who have applied for the same job. Now moving on to references, we have a couple references here that you can go through if you are looking for more details. For example, if you're somebody who is looking forward to learn more about the Microsoft tools, you can go ahead and go through the first reference, which is how to leverage Microsoft tools for improved business processes. And then if you're looking for in-depth research on the jobs individually, there are more references for budget analysts as well as the market research analysts. So yeah, thank you so much for being here today for an insight on careers in marketing, and I wish you the very best in your respective careers.